Hi, I'm Ronald. I'm the president of the Bordeaux Wine Experience, a company that specializes in wine and culinary tours to the Bordeaux region. Not just wine and culinary tours, but very special experiences, and we are locally based here just outside of Bordeaux. And I would like to tell you something about our tours, about our experiences, but it wouldn't be fair if it would be me telling it, so I've asked some of our guests who toured with us, who have become friends, to tell you something about their experiences here in Bordeaux touring with us. I hope you enjoyed it.
It was excellent. Second tour, and I think this tour was probably just as fun as the first, or maybe more. And I have an appreciation from the first time to this time of what we were looking for. A second time in Bordeaux, I think it was a great experience, so we enjoyed coming back.
There's no way we could have organized this ourselves. First of all, the restaurants that we went to were just so outstanding, unique, warm. You knew that there was a relationship between Ronald and the people at the restaurant, and they treated you as if you were an extension of Ronald. Yes, family. So there's no way you could do it yourself.
If you think you're getting some cheap meal or some cheap wine, forget about it. It's very first class. I mean, he breaks out the top of the line.
I think again, being a local company, you know the wineries, you know the proprietors, you know the restaurants. So by your personal experience, you can show us the best and the finest of Bordeaux, where if we went with an American company, they would put us up at, I'm sure, very nice restaurants and hotels, but it's not my personal experience. Right. And the personal experience just adds such a touch that you can't get with, a global travel agency.
We expected a knowledgeable wine person, but what was above and beyond was his sense of humor, making you feel comfortable, being a good educator, allowing us to ask a million questions, connecting history with the wines, which is really wonderful. And I think he has an advantage of not being a born and raised Frenchman, because he's looking in at the French and also living as a Frenchman, and that gives a whole different perspective, and one that we can relate to because we are not French, and that's very, very unique.
Our experience here to me was 5 stars.
I have to say it's 6 stars. It's really, we couldn't have asked for more. When you sign up for something and you're planning your whole vacation on it, you always have doubts. Did we make the right choice? What are we doing? And you're always a little skeptical because you just made the choice yourself, and we just kept waiting for something to be negative, and it never was. Everything was just above and beyond. And the other thing is, you'd go to a chateau and you'd taste wines and you'd eat lunch, and it was wonderful, and you said, can I do this again tomorrow? And then tomorrow was different.
And better each day.
Yes, just different and better. And I think that the care that Ronald and Margaret take in picking just the right places, it's clear that it's very well planned.
I think it's clear that they care. And
yeah.
I think that makes a big difference. You go on a tour, the tour guide or whoever's hosting, they don't really care. They're just after your money or whatever.
Doing their job.
And Ronald and Margaret, they care. They really do. So it makes it a more pleasurable experience.
And you can't learn or buy passion and enthusiasm, and it's just there.
Scariest or the thing that gives you most trepidation when you book a trip like this, when you don't know who the people are and you don't know if it's real, and that's always gives you pause, but we've always had really good experience, and this place in particular, we didn't know you the first tour that we came on, and when we got here and came to the grounds, it was everything that we had looked for and anticipated, and so it really does exist. And it's a wonderful place. It's very wonderful.
And it was such an unbelievable experience to eat in the chateaus. That was another amazing treat, and I don't know that happens to very many people, so that was another.
And I think Ronald's #1 criteria, have fun, and boy, we're having fun.
I've been here before, but to come again like we did for the second time, and to want to come again, I think says it all. It's a good experience. We had a great time, and we'll come back.
Thank you again. I mean, there's no words really to describe it. This is the best tour we've ever been on, without a doubt.
Absolutely.
For most of our guests, exploring Bordeaux is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and I would consider it a privilege if you would choose the Bordeaux Wine Experience for your trip to Bordeaux.
We obviously love it because we came back again and we plan to come back again.